today with another oil review. I know it's been a really long time and I'm so sorry. I want to get these up a lot more often, but it's life, trying to prioritize. We got a lot of stuff going on right now. So I would try to get these up more often, but the oil that I'm going to review for you guys today is Dreamcatcher. I showed this in my products I've used up video for March because we ran out. I didn't realize we ran out, so we don't have it right now. But it is on my ER order for April. So I wanted to talk to you guys. I thought it was really convenient that it kind of coincide with products I've used up. That way I can do a review on it for you also. And we've done a few on like moods and depression and stuff. So I wanted to kind of do an oil that was in a different category. And you'll have to excuse me. I have some postnasal drip going on and a cough drop in my mouth. So my speech is kind of weird. But Dreamcatcher. So I mentioned in the products I've used up video, which I will link down below if you haven't seen it, that my son, my 7-year-old, is a sleepwalker, sleep talker, night terrors, bad dreams, all that stuff. And at the time that we got Dreamcatcher, my husband was gone. I had 3 children here by myself, a small baby. I think he was only a month or 2 old, and we just weren't getting sleep. My 7-year-old would wake up crying, screaming in the middle of the night, walking around, lost. He'd be confused, so he'd be crying and upset, and we just weren't getting sleep. My husband, as a side note, is also a sleepwalker and sleep talker, so we sleep in this house. It's not easy to come by. So I was desperate. It was 3 a.m. I talked to my sponsor a few hours before that, and I was like, listen, what can I try? And she's like, Dreamcatcher. It is a little bit more expensive. And I was like, all right, well, I'll wait and talk to my husband, see what he says. So 3 a.m. rolls around, and I'm desperate. I'm in tears because I'm just so exhausted. The kids are not sleeping. And I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to order it. We'll talk about it later. Don't do that, by the way. Not that it causes problems, but don't do that. Not a good philosophy to have. So anyway, I get sidetracked very easily. So anyway, ordered the oil. It comes. We start using it, and it's phenomenal. He doesn't sleepwalk anymore. He doesn't sleep talk. The night terrors stopped. He still has bad dreams, but that's, I mean, I think that's kind of everybody. And they're not nearly as often, and they're a lot easier to wake him out of, and it's not... It doesn't stay with him, if that makes any sense. Sometimes, you know, kids have nightmares and it'll stay with them for the first couple of hours and it's all they can talk about and they seem really shaken up. It doesn't stay with him. So Dreamcatcher is a blend by Young Living. It has sandalwood in it, tangerine, ylang ylang, black pepper, bergamot, juniper, anise, I always say that wrong, and blue tansy. So it's got a lot of oils for kind of relaxation, calm, as well as mood balancing, the ylang ylang and the bergamot in there. So it's got a really diverse and amazing kind of blend of oils. And what I did there is, if the old bottles, I think the new bottles might not have this anymore, but you can peel the label and it'll show you which oils are in it. And then also, if you ever need to know this, which I did because I had one oil spill in shipment, there is a batch number. I don't know how well you can see that right there. It's kind of stamped at the top of the back of the label. So if you ever have any problems with your oil, you can tell them which batch number it was from. Like I said, I had one leak in shipment, so she made a note of it, that batch may have had a problem, and she could send it up to where it needed to go. So it's one of, like I said, it's one of their blends. It's got a lot of really, really good oils in it. I use this in our room a lot at night too, just because I feel like it helps. My mind is always going at night because I have mom brain, and you lay down in bed and you're like, oh yeah, there's 15 other things that I forgot to do. And this kind of helps calm my brain down. I used it for my husband. He doesn't sleepwalk or sleep talk when I diffuse this. Actually, neither of them are doing it at all anymore, which to me is phenomenal because they were doing it every single night. Even my husband would wake up and have conversations with me in the middle of the night, and they don't do that anymore. So the fact that we could use this oil to help with the problem and then it stopped the problem completely was pretty mind-blowing for me. This oil is up in the $70 range, so it is more expensive, but to me, it was worth every single penny of it. And if you look at the oils that are in the blend, the ylang ylang, the bergamot, the blue tansy, some of those oils are a little bit pricier by themselves. So to put them in a blend, that kind of explains where the price point is. So like I said, it was really, really beneficial for us. I won't be without it again. I didn't realize how low we were. That's why we ran out. But even if we don't necessarily need it, because like I said, right now they're not having those problems, I would still like to have it on hand. It's another great one that I give out samples to people because a lot of people, excuse me, it seems like they come to oils for sleep, mood problems like depression or anxiety, and pain. Those are the 3 main things that I see people come to oils for, or that they ask me about. So I like having this one on hand just so I can give out samples too. Excuse me, got throat thing I told you I got going on. There is an oil for that too. I'm just a mom and a martyr, so I decided to suffer through instead of using oils on myself. Ugh. But anyway, so that is my Dreamcatcher oil review. Like I said, I would like to do a lot more of these in the future. If you guys have a specific oil that you want to see a review on, please leave it in the comments below and I will get to it. As long as I have the oil and I've tried it, I will not review an oil for you guys if I have not at least tried it a few times by myself. Or on myself or in our family, so that I can give you proper results. I don't want to give you the textbook's answer. The point of this channel and the reviews is to give you a real world answer. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to say it works when it doesn't. So the thing with the oils is, and if you've never been to a class or this is your first experience with them, oils work differently for everybody. So it might work topically for me while it might work aromatically for you. Just like when somebody has a headache, not everybody takes Tylenol, other people take Aleve, Motrin. It's kind of the same concept. My 7-year-old has to have them topically. My 2-year-old, yeah, she's about to be 3, jeez. My 2-year-old has to have them aromatically because topically it just doesn't work for her. So that's the thing. Oils are not recommended on children under 6 months of age, always diluted super heavily on children. This oil is a dilute 1 drop with 1 drop of carrier oil. So 1 for 1. For children, I normally do that 5 to 1. If it's little children, like I said, at least 6 months or older, excuse me, most of the time I will do those 6 or 8. Woo, okay. For children, I will normally do 6 or 8 drops of carrier oil to 1 drop of essential oil. So before I choke and die, apparently, that's it. Like I said, if you have an oil that you want to see, please leave it in the comments below. Check out the description bar for the products I've used up for March. And if not, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great one, and thanks for watching.